Okay, mic check, 1, 2, 3. A little quiet. Let me move around a bit. Move my mic a bit closer. Already projecting my voice. Oop. Apologies for the weird mic sounds. Hold on. Wasn't really projecting my voice super well either. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, characters moving, the background music's playing. Mic's being picked up just fine on OBS. Alright, that's everything. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mattoon Corner. I'm your host Mattoon, and welcome to the stream. Yeah, a bit of a low energy stream today, not gonna lie folks. I'm pretty tired, and I'm kind of dreading tomorrow, seeing as I gotta do more work than I anticipated. But I hope you're all doing well. I'm just making sure everything's set up over here. As the name of today's, the title of today's stream implies, we're gonna be working on a comic strip I've been working on for a bit. I planned to get it done earlier last week, but I've been a bit busy. So I might as well just do it now on stream, you know? Hi, Vinicius. Happy to have you here. Okay, I think that's about everything. Time to put up Clip Seal Paint. And, there we go. And get to work. Got my background music playing. Got my controller. Now time for work. Just gotta finish sketching out two panels. Sketch out 2 panels, then I gotta just get the line art. Pretty sure we can like at least finish lining by the end of the day. Yes, I actually also want to like move this move some of the war balloons around. Particularly this one, I feel like it's too cramped. It's a bit too cramped here because I'm gonna have to redo the line art on it. And it's on me, man. Probably just redo this thing entirely, hindsight. Just move it a bit higher, just so the things don't overlap as much. There we go, that's a bit better. Move this stuff around. I think we have to change to panel 3 too. Hindsight. And that works better. Like I said, today's gonna be pretty low energy, I'm not gonna talk too much today. Well, just because I'm not feeling 100%. And just because, you know, I'm tired. Just be focusing on comic stuff. There we go. And I just want to see if I can manage to squeeze these word balloons inside the panel, but it's fine. Like one exception is fine. I can't actually do that for like an actual comic strip, but it works fine. This works fine. I should be allowed to cheat. Is it really cheating if I'm doing what I want? I'm gonna do Miles at least first. Yeah. Hey, now I'm here, actually. I actually want to tweak something about the first panel. I'm really liking something about Miles' face. This is a bit off to me. Because of how his eye is touching his ridge here. Try to reduce that kind of stuff. This game just sketch here and there. And get on to the actual panels I haven't done yet. Oh, actually, let me just do one quick thing here. I feel like I draw faces a bit too compact. I like to try to make it a bit longer, just a little bit, not too much. It's just like by I guess in real life would probably be like a centimeter. That's a little bit more natural. That's about it. ping. And just chaos. Did a commission for him earlier today. I'm glad that came out well. Saying that expression just feels a bit off to me. Wait, why? He's a mouth. Yeah, it probably is a mouth. There we go. Have the thing around here. I'll make a point to tweak the sketch and line out on Miles to make it blend in a bit better. Alright, back to work. Yeah, let me look up a cereal box real quickly. That's how I use a reference like this. Could be a bit longer, so instead of wide, so. cereal boxes that they have like these structured like this. You have the bowl here in the front, multicolored for whatever cereal here. Like milk splashing to the side. The title here, so the nutritional information up here. Not like that. The name here. And then like a character over here. So the character, I'm trying actually drawing him for once. Time to get the old reference sheet up. There we go. Ooh, ingestion. Oh boy. Yeah, again, sorry if I'm a bit out of it, folks. I'm just really kind of tired. Why move this thing? I'm gonna reuse the box over here to the side just to make it, just so a bit of continuity. I won't be sketching that out, but I'll have to sketch out the rest of it. In this box is kind of gonna be the most annoying part of the process, to be honest. Because I'm not gonna like fully line. I'm gonna try to like paint it more or less. Yep. Sit up straight. Oh boy. I'm just gonna add some like these little. I have an idea how I'm gonna do the cereal. I'm gonna basically make these colored dots, almost like a fruity, not Cocoa Puffs, Trix cereal basically. That's the general idea of how I imagine this thing looking. I'm gonna say Fruity Puffs. I mix up Cocoa Puffs and like some kind of fruity cereal. What's wrong with me?
Get dunked.
That was spook. Thank you, Star. Again, sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I'm just hard to focus today. Kind of out of it. And again, not really looking forward to tomorrow. If I had tomorrow free, but no, I gotta go work with my folks again. Better be getting paid for it. Better get paid soon. Eh. I appreciate the spook. I know, I'm just a bit lethargic today. He's a sketch coming out well. Yeah, that works. Now for Layla himself. Thankfully the rough sketch is honestly already pretty good. Gotta clean it up a bit. Imagining Ring Racer, Max, and Leo. Honestly, I've debated trying to make like Max into Leo as like Sprite and like a bunch of stuff. I just don't really have the time or patience for that kind of stuff. I've tried making I even tried making an FNF mod. That didn't really go anywhere. One, because I have no musical ability whatsoever. Okay, no, I play a few instruments, but I'm not good at like composing music. Yo, I just didn't have the patience for it. Give me 3 days to do. That's fair. I'll get to it later. And Brittany's just gonna have like a little black thing here to basically indicate her chair. I'll actually sketch her out. And he was maintaining the same body base and change the head directions. That's fair. Some people probably do like more elaborate things, personally, to be honest. Also the fact that I'm not really interested in Ring Racer either, so like, I don't really see much of a reason for me to make a mod for it if I'm not even something I really play. Like, if Multiverse comes back and has a better stance on mods, I might be able to try. I might try to mod like Miles over one of the characters. Would be fine to borrow the VAs if an occasion pops up in mine? Yeah, of course. I don't really see why not. I don't own the voice actors either. Honestly, my the VAs I got for my OCs are free to do just about. Well, yeah, Ty. Yeah, if he's up for it. Ty has said he's been interested in like voicing one of my characters in like a game or something, and we've tossed around our little fighting game idea too. I don't know. Just ask him and he'll see what he says. So, you know. He'd probably be pretty thrilled to voice in a product like that. the question. Hmm? What's your B-day? Oh, my birthday? October 20th. So it won't be for a while. Little arm braces. I'll use a symmetry tool to make this look a bit better. That's a big spoon, though. I can make the spoon a bit smaller. Why not? Use the head of it. I don't have the YouTube chat open. Okay, nothing's going on there. That's good. Oh, no, not good for a chance. Man, I almost missed. I could have missed something. That works. A lot better than it was before. A bit more comprehensible. A bit funky? Probably. But Layla's weird, so... There we go. All sketched out and ready. Let me just rip the band-aid off. Let me just go ahead and make this box. Why not? Just yank that band-aid right off. Let's get this done. Excuse me, hold on. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely a bit out of it today. Oh boy. Come on. Alright. Back to work I go. Nope. Alright, so let's try something like this.
Get dunked.
Ah, I got dunked. Thank you, Vinicius. Vision check. Yeah, thank you. I think I needed that, to be honest. Need more water. Feeling a bit weird in the stomach today. Gotta do a clean cut over here. Yeah, perfect. Got to rethink this then. Okay, got everything this milk situation in. That works. Yep. Alrighty, the hard part's done. Looking forward there. Thank you. Honestly, I was kind of unsure how I was gonna do this, but honestly, I was probably putting more effort than I probably should have. That's fine. The back of the box just be like just gonna be colored and shaded, so not too complicated. I want to be able to reuse this thing on both in both frames, so might as well get this one down the way already, you know. I just gotta do Oswald. Alright, now it's a River Hydra Oswald. Yeah. God dang it, man. It's a stupid little guy who's gonna be on a cereal box, so you don't need to make a Mona Lisa. Come on. Gumball Boy. I tweaked the colors, but honestly, again, he's going to be cartoony, so I'll just leave the colors as is. Thank you. I designed them kind of just, it was a kid's day at the old McDonald's I used to work at. Yeah, I basically designed them for McDonald's. I decided to keep the design for myself since they weren't using it for them, if for anything. Still doing. Yes, the hell is it? What? Yes. Yes, build that on sample too. And yeah, the LD characters don't steal off your right. There we go. I'll do a quick multiply thing. Let's get the box out of the way. Move all to the side. Add like a Hey, hi Jesse. I can reuse that box. Right over here. Perfect. What kind of deranged lunatic actually likes this garbage? Well, there she is. Made that cereal box 3D, or so help me. Fine, fine. It doesn't really matter on this one anyways. Oh, wait, I have to erase the part of the shadow here now. Yeah, there's a Miles one. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, something like that, to be honest. There, that better? Eh. I just wanted to get that one out of the way just because I wanted to get the box out of the way because it's used on both frames. So, like, that's the whole joke. Well, that was the whole reason I drew it like that. But yeah, I probably should have made it 3D for this one just to, yeah, you know, yeah. Sorry if I'm a bit rambly today. I ain't feeling 100% today, I'm gonna be honest. Been a long day, and apparently I am going to have to work tomorrow. Like, I thought I wasn't going to, but then my folks surprised me saying, yes, I do. It's a mess. It's been a long day, and kind of a mess. Yeah, regardless. Gotta get back to work now. That now you just start lining everything. This house is a nightmare. Yeah, sadly. Yeah, sadly. I mean, at the very least, I'm assuming that's an extra day of pay for me, for my pops, since it is still on the same project, technically. I just had to just start cleaning up everything, because it was kind of a mess. Though the idea was that was just my mom and a helper and a friend of hers was gonna go clean, because I got kind of dragged over there cleaning. So, like, I actually said that because I thought me and my dad were all gonna clean, basically. Me, my dad, and my mom were all gonna clean together. But no, they told me, no, it's not working out. Just mom's gonna clean it. Oh, I said, okay. And then, while we had visitors over yesterday, my dad started saying how I want to super help out with the cleaning. I was just like, what do I say in front of guests? Like, I got trapped into helping. I kind of tried to play it off as a joke. When I tried asking today, they said, yeah, they want me to help. So, yeah, I'm going. Like, I'm happy to help, but man, it's so hard to give me a straight answer from the beginning. Hey, Dad. He was like, how do I act? Like, wow, you're really gonna put me on the spot in front of people. Like, how do you even respond to that? Like, genuinely. I'm so hard I smashed my skull. Hey, you're fine. Don't worry. It's fine. I survived this long, and I'm pretty sure one more day just cleaning. Wouldn't be all day, literally just gonna be cleaning, so I can do that in a few hours. I'll be back home by lunch. It's like, man, I really want to sleep in tomorrow. Because of how this schedule's been, because of my days off. All my days off have been stream days. So like, and I love streaming obviously, but like, I would like a day off where I could get to like, just spend the day drawing for myself, like on my own time, in my own privacy. Playing video games or watching a movie or that kind of stuff. I just want one of the days I gotta stay home not to be a stream day, because the streams, while I do like streaming, it is a part of my schedule that I have to kind of like dedicate myself to a little bit. I just wanted a day where I could just completely relax. And I'm not getting that until if this keeps on Monday, basically. Because, you know, Saturday's an our stream day. I have church on Sunday. Not allowed. Work. Yep. Like, you get me, Jess. Like, obviously we like streaming, but sometimes it can feel a bit draining. Work to earn the right to work. You need a vacation? Yeah, I'm aware. Like the one upside is that if I do get put by my folks properly, like on time, so like in the next few weeks, at the very least I should be able to like, and I should be ending this month with like over $600. So that sounds kind of new for me. So hard to freehand on stream. Yeah, exactly. Just to be able to do what you want. And to be honest, I actually wanted to finish a piece of art I was doing for my friend Delta, of Max and his character, well, Delta. Like, man, I also want to finish this pronto. I barely got any. Today's been so weird. I barely got any writing done too. Oh well. Next week should be Multiverse's proper launch. I'm probably gonna do a stream about that too. I am excited to play Multiverse once back at least. So that's exciting at least. Ghost of Tsushima, nice. Yeah, it just launched on Steam. Kind of sucks that you need a PlayStation Plus subscription. You need a PSN account to even play the online mode on Steam. But, you know, the more people get to play that game, is the better. Ghost of Tsushima is like one of my favorite games. Is one of my favorite games ever. It's funny because I haven't even beaten the game yet, but it's one of my favorites. How's that possible? I don't really have an answer for you. I just really like the game, like the vibes of the game. It's one of the best games I never did beat. Can't even tell you why I didn't beat it. I just got sidetracked. I feel like now it's one of those games I went so far into the story that I stopped. Then I had to play the entire story again if I want to keep playing again. Get DLC? I have DLC. At least I think I do. I got the deluxe edition. I'm assuming that came with DLC. I'd also argue that the real reason that Ghost of Tsushima is good is that it's honestly made by what I'd argue is Sony's strongest in-house development team right now. Because here's the thing. Iki Island. Yeah, that one. I have, it's available on my map. I've had the quest to do it. I just want to beat the main story before I did that so I can kind of get a similar experience of like you're actually playing it, you know? When the game launches. I like to do the story, then I like to do any DLC stuff later. Yeah, like Sucker Punch is probably, in my opinion, Sony's best developer. Like even more than Naughty Dog and Insomniac. Not that they make bad games. I'd argue that like even The Last of Us, like they're not bad games. My problem with Naughty Dog is that they are, one, it's been revealed they have terrible workplace practices. Yeah, they're Sly Guys. Not just because they made Sly Cooper. Like obviously, like Insomniac made Ratchet and Clank, too. And I love Ratchet and Clank, not just because they're Sly Cooper guys, because Insomniac's not Insomniac. Sucker Punch's MO is they usually take their time on these big projects, and they're usually worth it. Some of their projects may not always be like the best games ever, but they're always consistently good. I think their weakest game was probably Infamous First Light, but that's because it was less of like a full game and more like a companion piece to Infamous Second Son. Same thing with Festival of Blood, it was just a companion piece to Infamous 2, where they turned Cole into a vampire for a while. Like, the core games that came out of those, they were genuinely phenomenal. Are you saying your playlist is so long? I have a lot of extended versions, that's why. Like half-hour versions of songs. You guys gotta let me know so I can skip the songs, guys. I don't use the songs on my playlist for my own background noise. I put videos on. Besides, it was Frog Forest. That song's amazing. I find it hard to talk to chat personally. Honestly, I agree sometimes. Like, sometimes I don't even realize the chat's going by while I'm busy drawing. I just have to kind of accept that there's like a bit of like delay between when I speak, when the chat shows up, and when you guys hear me. It does make conversation a bit awkward, but like, you know, as always, sometimes I just end up rambling. I just end up rambling while you guys are already starting to move on to other topics. That's not just a meeting, though. So, you know. Ooh, ping me. Or to hear me stream music like I do, though. It's the worst part of streaming, in my opinion. Like I said, I figured out how to put the VLC thing because I realized just everyone watching me stream in silence would be weak. At the same time, I didn't feel comfortable putting on other people's videos, which I put on background noise, because that just felt kind of icky. It kind of felt like I was taking people's content, which I don't agree with that. So, as compromise, I just got all the background music I use for my videos, and I just put them on a playlist to put in the background. That's why sometimes you'll get a super long song, because I just happen to download those versions of the songs. These are all the music that plays here. All the music that plays here during the stream are all music I was using for my YouTube videos. With few exceptions, like for the Sly 1 and 2 music videos, Sly's soundtrack is honestly the weakest part of those games. They have a recognizable theme. Yeah, commentate on the YouTube videos you play. Okay, right now I have that one Cat Icarus video about the Jesus games, which is a personal favorite of mine. I just like Cat Icarus. Okay, some of the YouTubers I like putting on background noise specifically: Cat Icarus, Scott the Woz, Noah Calder-Javaz. I think that's how you pronounce it. I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. H-Bomber guy. The Jesus Games one, yeah. Have you watched that one? Wait, Jesse, have you not watched that video? Oh my god, you haven't watched... I'm sending this to you on Discord. Watch it later. It's an hour long. Not even that long I'll insert. Watch it later. It's amazing. The Unholy World of Jesus games. It is amazing. It's phenomenal. I love it. It's so funny. Like, geez, yes, Jesus, the big JC. I can't believe you never. I'm actually surprised you didn't watch that one yet. I could have sworn I mentioned it to you before. But this video is so good. We've only watched one YouTube video here on stream, and that was that one commercial Cass cursed me with the knowledge of. I did not need to know Hot Pockets were I thought that one fan of Jesus and Hayes was cute. I didn't want an actual Jesus in a video game. Honestly, I'd honestly argue that Jesus in a game would be just as cool if they just as a Greek mythology thing. If Christians weren't such sensitive little snowflakes. I don't like using that term unironically, but let's be honest, that's kind of the issue. Like, man, it'll be cool. At the rate like Jesus in manga. Well, yeah, there's manga-fied versions of the Bible, but that's absolutely nothing. That's one thing too. There's also in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure how Jesus' corpse is apparently a thing in part 7. Yeah, part 7. That's the horse one, I think. Yeah, it's still about Run. Genuinely, I mean something like Smite, that one game where you play a bunch of gods from the pantheons. They 100% should be able to do Jesus. They had Hindu gods already, had Hindu gods in it, which is still the oldest living religion. Let's see why not. I mean, you don't even have to put Jesus himself. Put something like the Angel Gabriel or something like that, you know? Not that Gabriel. What about the anime where Jesus and the Buddha as roommates? That was also a funny one. I like that one. The one clip that burned in my brain is when the Buddha goes to check something on Jesus' laptop and he pulls it away and Buddha's like, Jesus, what are you doing? How could the Holy One do that? I just love that one. I've also taken a passing interest in Buddhism, not as a practitioner myself, obviously, just as the philosophical tenets. And I blame FromSoft games for that, specifically Sekiro and a lot of their games in their other Souls-likes. They tend to touch on Buddhist tenets a lot. Pretty sure Miyazaki, the director, probably is a Buddhist himself. Speaking of that, Joseph, I actually want to show you the arcade intro and ending for Akuma in Street Fighter 6. Hold on, let me just say this, my little brother. Let's scroll down a bit. Okay, I can't find it. Let me just... Oh, there, that one. No, underneath it. You gotta realize what he's doing real quickly. There's a reason his skin is called Shura. Yeah, because that's another thing. After playing Sekiro, well, my little brother plays Sekiro, and after watching and going through a deep dive into lore, I realized that Akuma in Street Fighter 6 is taking from the tenets of Buddhism, too. Like dispelling Shura, which is the rising hatred. I was kind of surprised when I started seeing similarities. No, I don't mind the scar. These are Buddhist temples once those schools. Let's ring the bell. Oh, that's cool. Like, this is probably where I differentiate myself the most from my folks, to be honest. They look at all these different practices, they just scoff and disdain, call them evil, some satanic, etc., etc. I see it as different cultures, you know? This is honestly where I get the most sad with my folks. My folks are the worst kind of Christians. Ones who genuinely believe they mean well, while belittling and honestly hurting other faiths and people. I don't like saying that about them, but I have to be honest. I don't have the YouTube chat open. No one there? No, not really. We got as many names? Yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like the big thing is there's also a very human side to faith that people try to ignore. I feel like people ignore. They're just trying to play up the supernatural, all things are possible kind of stuff. You know, it's weird. As I feel like at this point I recognize myself as almost. As you're a good person, exactly. I think at this point I recognize myself as almost like an agnostic Christian. Like, I believe in the Big J because I've had my own fair share of experiences in life that has led me to believe in in a higher power. But I can't be certain about anything, really. Does that make sense? I know it's a bit weird and kind of a weird take. I did not mean to go and ramble about religion here, obviously, of course, but just, you know. That's kind of how I've been feeling lately. I think like the structure of religion is a problem. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I've commented with my folks that I don't like mega churches. Like churches who basically make more money than actual like small businesses through tithing, who don't pay taxes. And the one thing that really gets me is when pastors are paid, essentially. When they have a salary to preach. That's the one thing that really gets to me. When stuff like that starts happening, like, okay, it's one thing when someone like gets called to like a big event, and something, yeah, you expect some kind of compensation. It's another thing at like a smaller, like when you're just at church, I just feel like if you are trying to preach, you shouldn't be putting it. You should be putting your pocketbook in front of you. That's how I feel, I guess. I've always had a bit of disdain for mega churches, especially. Any kind of organization that can prey on genuinely desperate and faithful people, I just do not agree. I just do not like that kind of stuff. Anyway, sorry about that weird ramble. I was just thinking, I guess. Let me just cut this part then. Paper Mario. I'm actually super excited to get it. I'm debating getting it, to be honest. The remake. I really want to try it out, especially with how much they've added. As an aside, Vivian is a trans girl, trans rights. I have to whisper that because my folks. But yes, I'm super happy that that's finally been canonized in the official English translation after like 20 years. I'm super excited. My personal favorite Paper Mario is Super Paper Mario, the Wii one. I remember spending a long time on that one. I have it on the Wii. I can always play it. I just have to get my setup. I just have to get my setup properly for pointer games. It's a little bit weird, and that game used the pointer a lot. Yeah, now Vivian's back. Here's the thing, I've actually never beaten Thousand Year Door. I have played it. I have played the game. I never actually managed to beat it. I think my one issue with Paper Mario, and this is a Paper Mario I think I have with the Paper Mario series in general, Paper Mario is honestly kind of archaic's not the right word. The word I'm looking for is convoluted. Some of the things they ask you to do. This has always been a thing in Paper Mario, even the Thousand Year Door. For as much as people love it, it has some convoluted bits. Not very much we can, and that's fine to be honest. I'm not saying that is like some nail in the coffin, the game being bad. It's not even no game is perfect. Even your favorite thing in the world has some flaws. Here, Mario mechanics are interesting to say the least. I think it's not even like the mechanics of combat. My Thousand Year Door had like the best combat in the series because it was just genuine Paper Mario combat and stuff. I mean stuff like where you have to talk to a person 20 times, write down every individual line of dialogue he says because he's giving you directions, and you have to either memorize or write it down. Write it down. You have to spam the same answer over and over and over again so it feels like nothing's going to happen. So you click no and you reset the entire counter. You have to go all the way back to the beginning of a previous map to find some random thing that just spawned in. That's always been a thing in Paper Mario. It's always been convoluted. It's always been very stupid. That's not something from the newer games. I'd argue the newer games are actually more like Origami King. They're actually more direct with your directions, and yeah, it's okay to not like that to prefer the old games, but let's also not pretend that's also not a little convoluted and stupid. Come on. I haven't even got Mario RPG yet. That's one I really want to get through Mario RPG. I want to see Geno again, man. I want to fight the 3D Coolix boss. They gave him a 3D model and everything. It's cool. They gave him a stronger boss with the 3D model. They made his OG fight back to normal, and then they gave him a stronger boss fight. That's awesome. Ah. Oh no, Polly asked me about my opinion on Paper Mario, and I started doing some things. How Paper Mario has always been a bit convoluted, even from the beginning. You know, some of the things you have to do to progress the story. And not it's bad, just convoluted and kind of silly in hindsight. You know. Yeah, I really want to try it out. The remixes Yoko Shimomura got to do, my god, so good. The fact that game exists just mystifies me. Square Enix is especially even now, recent news, Square Enix definitely wants to pursue a better relationship with Nintendo. So hopefully they let them make more stuff together. Or even let them include Geno in more stuff, you know? Here's also something. Would you buy a DLC pack for Super Mario Bros. Wonder? Like the new one, Wonder, the one that came out last year. Personally, I would. I love that game. I literally beat the game in like 2 days. 100%. Well, all the talking honestly got me a bit more energized, so I appreciate that. What time is it? It is 9:20. We've been streaming for about 2 hours. Was it Birdo trans or something? I'm not entirely. I think so. I remember seeing something about that where Birdo was originally referred to as a he and a she. I think because of the. I think this was less of like them of Birdo. Even I'm not even sure anymore. Hold on. Time for a Google search. Okay, never mind. The English manual describes Birdo as a man who thinks he's a girl. Okay, never mind. Yeah, probably trans. There we have it. Birdo's also trans woman. Trans dinosaur? That's a bit more. That's a bit. Even that's gonna annoy people. I say people in air quotes. Yeah, that description is... It was a manual from the 90s. What can you do? Yeah, that's very much a product of its time. Same thing with Poison in Street Fighter or / Final Fight, you know? It's really hard. Yeah, it's really hard looking at some of these depictions that kind of should be good things, but like when you read the descriptions back then, ooh boy. Like Vivian was also sadly kind of described like that in some of the other translations. So, you know, your might as well vary. These colleagues on Miles are new. Yeah, kind of. I started doing them to kind of like mimic horns in a way. I kind of just want to make it kind of almost shocking that oh, I forgot his fangs. I kind of want to make the whole Nephilim thing a bit shocking. I wanted to give him like imagery that kind of looks like more like a demon or more like a werewolf even. Hence the fangs, the wolf imagery, etc. etc. This guy's because like again, I kind of want that one scene where like Ma's gonna tell him what he is, and TG interjects saying that he's a werewolf, and he just bluntly says, "I am not a werewolf," and she just lists off all the things about him that makes him look like a werewolf. Oof, ads. Sage. My dad's always coming right when I'm explaining something cool. Man. I am not a werewolf, is what you would say to throw me off the scent of... Ah! Invader, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Again, this feels familiar. Invader, thank you for the other 5 gift subs. Thank you for the 10 total gift subs, Invader. What? Oh yeah, Invader just does that sometimes. He just comes in, gives me a bunch of gift subs all at once. Dog, Golem, Brainwind must meet. Well, thank you, Invader. Means a lot. Sometimes a man just comes in here and gives me a bunch of gift subs. I appreciate it, though. No emojis, come on, man. I'm trying. I gotta make more, come on. Any more ideas for, I know it's a joke, I know, don't worry. I need ideas for more emotes. I figure I need to make one, at least one of each of the main characters, so... Gotta make a Leo one, a Max one, Miles one, and a Layla one. Matt already has, like, the big old smile set, so I gotta make other ones for the gang. And a Gamer Rage one for a Rage one for Miles. Good old Gamer Rage. Leo Pog. Not a bad idea. But yeah, I feel like out of all of them, Leo probably would Pog. TG would also definitely Pog, but I want to make them cuter for her. TG hypey mode. Oh yeah, that would definitely be good. Yeah, like emphasize the eyes, the stars in her eyes and everything. Lay a facepalm, one of you tired or dead. Yeah, probably. Def 100% a tired one. Maybe I can take that one doodle I did of myself into Peter Griffin death pose. Or draw myself into Yamcha death pose. That'll also be a good one. It'd be his lips. But I had his curse fought the pug with sharp as teeth. Huh. I mean, not a bad idea, I guess. We'll see when I actually get to it. TV Pog will be cursed 100%. This is Sanjal like Goblin Shark. Always name your layers, folks. That's one panel done. I added like scars when I do coloring. I add them as like decals on skin. I figure it just looks better than having to line them each individually. I still sketched them out to kind of get an idea of where I want to put them. You know. A layer 2. These Leo is very straightforward to line, so. Ooh, ping me. Nothing serious. Ooh, what is this? Hey, Lily, happy to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Not much is happening right now. I'm just doing my line art for a little comic I have. You're streaming a few plays. Just hoping. Hey, thank you, Lily. Means a lot. You had a huge fandom. How did they misinterpret your characters? Well, for one, I'm 100% certain if I do end up making this, Leo would be a Tumblr sexy man. Leo would probably be a Tumblr sexy man. Or a sexy man in general. Layla would probably be misinterpreted as a manipulative, angry gal just because of her being blunt. True, it's already happening. Matthew and Miles would probably be shipped a lot, just because I have a lot of interactions with the two of them. I plan on having a lot of interactions between the two of them. They 100% would be shipped a lot. Max would probably be seen as a small, innocent baby man. Like he'd probably be super babied, when really that's not really the case. Another thing that already happens: a lot of people see Max as like emo. Not really. He's just not really super expressive, and the expression he does have is just tired. I don't know the character, but it sounds like Husk. Okay, I can already confirm. No, Max is nothing. Max is this guy. Is this guy right here? No, he is not. He is nothing like us. Well, yes, he does need a good sleep. He's not just being taken he's just not just being taken for a ride by everyone. The stuff a large fandom would do to TG makes me shiver. And people already do it, so. I can guarantee you, I've already gotten some weird stuff about TG, so I honestly wouldn't be surprised. be honest, Matthew would probably be the most misinterpreted. Some people probably see him as like, to be honest, in a weird way, people would misinterpret Matthew the same way he's going to be misinterpreted in the actual story. Some people might see him as like an irreverent god who can't do any wrong. Some people might see him as a complete lunatic, a selfish lunatic. It's exactly kind of how I plan on presenting him in the story. He's not any of that, really. He's just Matthew. Kind of point. Like, in a roundabout way, he'd be misinterpreted, but not in a way that's wrong, I guess, you know? Same way how some people say Goku's a bad dad, he's a lunatic. He really isn't, to be honest. He's just Goku. Miles' fan favoritism would spiral out of control. 100%. That already happened to an extent, but like obviously not what I mean. Like, but here's one thing. One thing I feel like some creators do need to put their foot down on, like not just in Twitter circles or stuff. They're your characters. You're the final say. You're the final say. Your word is the final say. Now, when you put characters out there in the open, it's inevitable for people to interpret them how they want, do their own stuff. I think Gooseworks has been honestly being a good example of this kind of thing. Gooseworks 100% accepts all the fun little AUs, headcanons people have of the Amazing Little Circus cast, but she's also very blunt when she says these characters are a very specific way. You might not like the way they are, but that's how they are. In particular, Jax. It's mostly just Jax. Now, I love the fact that Jax is so inherently hateable. He is a genuine jerk. Like, he is the most evil character on the show. That's not even a contest. That's not even Kane, because Kane is the antagonist. Kane is the antagonist of the Amazing Digital Circus, because he's not actively trying to help them get out. He's just trying to acclimate them to their new environment and help them not go insane. But he's not like trying to help them get out. He's just doing his programming. He's not actively malicious either. That's the problem. He wants to help them, but how his way of helping them is just not conducive to what they actually need. Jax, on the other hand, he actively tries to make everything worse for everyone around him. All for his own selfishness. He's not some, oh god, like, yeah, he might care about them a little, and it's nice to be angsty about it. I know I do that a lot too. Like, yeah, you could tell he was a bit upset at, like, Kakumo's funeral, but he didn't even properly attend the funeral, guys. Come on. Jax was meant to be kind of a jerk. And that's not what a lot of people were expecting or wanted, so they kind of backlash. And her response was, that's how he is. Like, she's very upfront about Jax being the worst, basically. That's something I feel like more people need to accept, both in fandom spaces, and the creators themselves need to just put their foot down and allow it. Alright, there's Leo. I feel like the online space is strange. For how often is a misconception from one episode carried to the creator's face? It's space strange. How often is a misconception from episode 1 carried into the creator's? Yeah, there's also there's also the thing. Jax in particular has also a very, 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 very unique case. Where the issue isn't just the incredible fandom that's sprouted for the Amazing Digital Circus. It is the fact that there's a bit of a parasocial element to Michael Kovacs himself, because he was Angel Dust's original voice actor. actor. Which, you know, the fact that he was recast at all was upsetting, you know. Like, he's still a very talented voice actor, obviously. Obviously. But because that, he's not only the voice of Angel Dust, he was also the voice of N in Murder Drones, a show that I've seen the pilot, but I haven't seen the show proper either. But like Jax in particular, even from like a design point of how their builds are, I feel like in his performance, that was definitely, that kind of did feel like people were crossing Jax and Angel Dust's wires a bit too much. Like I definitely see what you mean there. What you mean there, Lily. Kovacs has gotten in a lot of indie shows. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that either. Like, Kovacs a very talented voice actor. The same way how Gianni Matrigano's been in a lot of indie games. Like, he voices, like, I was very surprised when I found out that he voiced the first boss in I was about to say Have a Nice Death, not Have a Nice Death. He voices the first Gianni voices the first boss in Another Crab's Treasure. It's one of the most angry performances I've ever heard. Like, it's angrier than his Gabriel performance because of how cartoonishly angry it is. I love it. Like, Gianni is basically the indie voice actor for games a lot of people see. Hey, Blue on YouTube. Hiya, Blue. Been a hot minute. Like, yeah, Jackson and Angel Dust performance is very his performance for both is very similar. I can't really blame him either because their builds are very similar. Hey, Blue, thank you kindly for the follow. I can't really blame him either because their general character designs are similar and the voice fits in both cases, to be honest. Obviously not exactly. Hi, Blue. Hope you're doing well. Obviously not exactly. Jackson and Angel Dust are vastly different creatures, but they're both in particular but they have some wires crossed between them that I do think that, yeah, there probably was some people who were just using him as an Angel Dust substitute. Which is 100% not the kind of character he is. I've been doing okay. Been busy drawing as always. Been doing some work with my dad too, so that's been fun. Doing commissions, doing streams, and the whole 9 yards. It's funny because Jack's voice was supposed to sound like Raggedy Andy. You know, I'd argue that he does manage to capture some of that energy. I feel like my thing is, I think his voice should probably be a bit lower. He captures the energy of Raggedy Andy, like the general like intonation. I feel like his voice should probably be a bit lower, and his actual person and he's essentially Raggedy Andy with a higher pitched voice, and who's just much crueler, essentially. Like, obviously, like, I 100% expected a lot of Raggedy Ann and Andy references. Seeing as Raggeda is 100% just a Raggedy Ann XP. Like, Ragapa's design is just Raggedy Ann. It's not even hard to make that connection. It's the most unsubtle Raggedy Ann connection in the show. Crystal Storm 9 sub here too. Hey, thank you kindly, Crystal. Honestly, if anything, the fudge. Oh yeah, the fudge is very fun. The fudge is also 100% just another great reference, and it's just very fun. It was just very fun. Honestly, the animation on that thing was incredible. And I saw Kevin Temmer's, that movie was so creepy. It was! Oh, Jesus Christ. I watched it once when I was a kid. Some parts of it are blocked out of my memory. Other parts are just there, and I cannot get them out even if I tried. At least if I'm going a bit slow today, folks. I kind of low energy. While talking has helped me a lot, to be honest. I'm still kind of out of it, not gonna lie. Yeah, the Amazing Digital Circus, honestly, is also kind of an enigma to me. I'm gonna be very honest. This is actually something that kind of touches on something me and Jesse were talking about recently. Is it me, or is indie animation effectively evolved? Indie animation has evolved a lot past what RWBY was in terms of quality, in terms of like animation quality, writing, etc., and also the expectations. RWBY was like kind of like a lightning in a bottle situation where it got that big. It was because it was in that time frame. Now, stuff like the Amazing Digital Circus had existed if it existed already when RWBY came out. It would have been met with a lot more scrutiny in terms of like the animation around everything that wasn't the fights. The thing is, we're also at a point where the infinite churn of the internet of the content mill that is the internet. It also is very different for like making content, basically, of how much basically. Animation takes a long time. These episodes take a long time. And people want the content as soon as possible. That's honestly why I feel like their little things of making these little their commercials with the plushes, treating them like their own mini-sodes, was honestly the best thing they could do because they're low budget, comparatively speaking. Yeah, I'd still have to pay for the for musicians and the voice actors, obviously. They're relatively low budget, and they're easy to do, and they're still content for people, while also being an ad, a literal ad. Like that one commercial we saw of the cast singing in plush form. It has over 10 million views for a commercial for plushes, but they didn't sell it as a commercial for plushes. They sold it as a very special digital circus song. I have many criticisms of Glitch as a company, but I cannot deny they are very good at being able to mix both the creative and marketing side of their properties. For Gooseworks' sake, I really hope the Amazing Circus fan base doesn't implode on itself. So Goose was hoping for something niche and low-key. Oh, 100%. Goose was not expecting the massive fan base to erupt from her idea. Like, she was just not ready for it. Like, I'm not even saying that as a joke. She was just genuinely not expecting that kind of response to it. Well, and absolutely, and absolutely, think most of her cartoons. See, Goose's cartoons, even comparatively speaking, her cartoons honestly weren't the biggest things on the internet. They were were a bit more niche, all things considered. They're still a bit more of a niche. The Amazing Digital Circus had a bit of wide appeal because they're fun, cartoony characters, a bit of darkness into it. Like, the horror isn't... it's also not horror in, like, the vein of it being, like... It's not horror like slasher villain stuff or just the biggest monsters ever. Like, there are that kind of stuff, but it's not like horror in the traditional sense. It's more existential horror. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's a kind of horror that's a bit more palatable for kids even. I think that's why it honestly blew up with a younger fandom. Like kids aren't stupid. They can't... Ow. I was not expecting that. Kids aren't stupid. They can comprehend concepts like being trapped, the ghost in the machine, I have no mouth and I must scream. These are things a kid can understand the basic concepts. Maybe not how horrifying they are, but kids aren't stupid. They can understand these things. That's why FNAF got big, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. Like, we want to say FNAF got big because of the animatronics. No, they didn't. They got big because of the ambience. Was there furries? Of course there were furries. There's furries everywhere. Now, here's honestly a bit of a hot take. I feel like my, the weakest character in the Amazing Digital Circus at the moment is probably Gangle. I was gonna feel bad because I actually do like Gangle, but she feels a bit weak compared to the other characters. She just needs a bit more of her own time to shine. For now, Gangle has been the bullied character, just been bullied by Jax. So her whole shtick is that she can only really have one emotion depending on what mask she's wearing. You know, this feels a bit weak to me currently. Because, like, at least Zooble has for as defined as Zooble is, and that's kind of a tired trope too. At least she's been like doing more stuff. She set up the little funeral. That's kind of it, but like at least that tells me there's more to her than just I don't like all you people. I'm trying my best to. I have my own stuff. And the chance not to have idea because they're scary as. Yes, very much so. Also, just like mascot horror in general, honestly, is like here's the thing: mascot horror, for as saturated it is still a good idea. I'd say there is potential there. The same way how everyone tried to imitate the found footage stuff with the Blair Witch Project, or even just like serial killers with stuff like Jason. He's been on my mind lately. Can't wonder why. They're not necessarily bad ideas in concept, just very easy to oversaturate the market. We need to look a bit when someone makes them. Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. Like, because like, people copying ideas from something that's popular and big isn't some new thing. Just because someone borrows ideas and concepts from something they like, even if it's recent, doesn't necessarily mean it's cynical or a cash grab. And just how humans work. If you want to know how big how like people making works based on other works ends up being, one of the most legendary characters in classical fiction, Lancelot, is someone's My OC Do Not Steal. Lancelot was not in the original Arthurian myths. He was added by a monk to be the greatest of all the Arthurian knights, who also happens to be in an affair with King Arthur's wife. Lancelot was not a part of the Arthurian mythos until someone added him as an OC. And then years later, after someone was tired of Lancelot being inserted into the canon, they made Gawain. Someone who's basically Lancelot too. Another OC added into the Arthurian mythos. Was a self-insert OC? Yes, Lancelot was My OC Do Not Steal. Now because Leo's behind him, I'm gonna make a layer underneath him. Let's fill like a bluish color. Oop, a layer. Right, because of how I do this now. Dante, don't forget Dante's self-insert Bible fanfic, The Inferno. Exactly! Not only was it self-insert fanfiction, he also purposely had himself meet Adam, Virgil, all the people he really admired in life to tell him he was so cool and special, how the people he didn't like was so... Like, it's always been a thing in classical literature. It's not that special, it's not that deep. People copy themselves all the time. It's hot. Let me turn on a fan. this is nothing new, people. Like, the biggest irony, too, is that we actually already see that happening with, like, AUs and stuff of big properties. Like, you know that one boxer AU that's been going around about the Amazing Digital Circus? People have already basically turned into their own thing. There are AUs of the AU. Like, some people didn't like how she made Kinger a bit more violent than he was. They made Kinger more silly. I like silly Kingers. Kinger's probably my favorite character. I don't even have a reason why. He's just funny. Like, yeah, like, there are AUs of the AU. There are people... That's the transformative part about fandoms and stuff. Some people can't transform what you took and do it. Like, I'm not even... I can't even say I'm immune to it either. I basically have my own AU version of Ruby. I haven't really done much with it, but I have it. I've mentioned it a few times here. It's my own version of it. Everyone does it. Time of humanity's a circle. Exactly, Cass. I gotta recycle my Ruby OC. I gotta recycle my Ruby OC. A little hunter guy. I'm definitely going to remake him because Miles already has the hunter thing. Kind of has a monopoly on the hunter thing right now. They're probably gonna use him for different story ideas. Nope. Should have saved the Skeleton Divine Death Blast, to be honest. I just got excited. You're fine. my background noise in it. Any OC lore you want to dump for comic hype purposes? Actually a good question. Because I've been trying to think a bit more about Layla's dad, to be honest. Layla's dad, I realize actually ended up giving him some design sensibilities with King too. They're both amputees, for example. Layla's dad doesn't have one of his arms. How'd that happen? Ooh, let's see. I also have a feeling that Layla probably took a lot of her like mean comments from her dad, to be honest, of her propensity being blunt. Her dad's probably even worse in that regard. He has like the way I've been writing him, he has a thing for like being pink. Like, yeah, he's a unicorn and he owns it. If anyone asks him why he wears pink, why he likes sparkle and stuff, he literally just says, because I'm a freaking unicorn. I really gotta redesign him at some point. My old art of him was really, really weak. And it was also old, so, you know. He's gotta be fabulous? Yes, he does. 100%. If he's not fabulous, I failed. Ah. Thank you, Vinicius. Ah, why so many death blasts?
Get dunked.
Okay, that works. Attack Kirby for like 10 points. Right. Hi. Yeah, do it later. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not too disappointed because tomorrow I'm not gonna be working like all day like I was before. I'm just gonna work until like lunch, so it won't be as bad because I am just cleaning. I'll probably get that done. Yeah, we probably get that done like before noon. By the way I'm going, I'm actually not sure if I can finish this by today. Oh well. You know what? It's already getting late. It's already been about, I'm gonna finish lining this panel, so this Miles. Then we're gonna call it there for today. Even as we got some good progress done, to be honest. I think it just took a while because I was wanting to get the, I've been trying to get the cereal box just right. That's fine. Again, I also was like I honestly surprised I got this much done because I was not feeling good at all when I started. I honestly was. If you look through like the first like half hour or so, you can tell I was like really, really low energy. In the end, I am glad I managed to push through and just finish this. Oh, also, random question. Which of your OCs would you put in multiverse if you could? Matthew. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If I were to put one character, any character in multiverse or any fighting game, it would be Matthew. Matthew Starcutter. Like, he's Mr. Multiverse! The opportunity would be perfect. If I could put one character in multiverses, of course it will be Matthew. Who else would it be? And the thing is, I feel like he would be a good fit for multiverses. Multiverse doesn't have like a fast like Sonic character in the game yet. Like it has like assassin characters like Arya and Harley, and even Stripe, but like they don't really have like a character like that's all about super like speed. And especially because they just reduced the especially because like they just reduced the game the pace of the game. I feel like they kind of need a character like that. I'm half expecting Agent Smith to be that character, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, his whole shtick was that he was fast, he was a very deadly assassin, like, digital assassin, and he can make clones of himself, so I'm assuming he has, like, teleports and a lot of, like, fast attacks. Can you tell I'm very excited for multiverses? Same, I'm so excited, man. Plus, because I played the beta extensively, I'm gonna be able to get the battle pass free. So I will also be able to get Jason as soon as I play. I'm super excited because Jason honestly looks really fun. He's a tank without any built-in super armor aside from one move that gives him perma armor on everything on a single single attack. Basically, like Hero's Psych Up as like an armor giving move. Really cool. I don't even like Friday the 13th. I'm just really excited. Plus, I also feel like I kind of have to play with Jason because if it wasn't for him, I would not have my first ever absolute massive tweet. So, I know 10K. I know like almost 10K is like we've seen posted more, but man, that's big. That's big news for me. So, and 9.3K. Yeah, I'm aware. Like, don't worry, I'm still getting notifications for it. It's obviously slowed down. I expected. But like, there's a non-zero chance I can somehow get to 10K. Probably not like anytime soon, just because it has slowed down. But 100%, it was a big ego boost for me. I needed it. Trust me. Here's the thing, numbers genuinely don't matter in hindsight. A person with my size can make it better. Sometimes can make a better living than a person twice or even 3 times my size. But my God, it's always so nice to know something you made is being super well received. Yeah, would Matthew be OP? Honestly, I don't even care if he's OP. Like, if somehow Multiverses lacks their stance on modding, if they do, I would gladly find some way to commission a 3D modeler to put Matthew on top of some character. I try to see if I could put him on, like, okay, what's a character in Probably, like, Shaggy. He's probably the most straightforward one that would fit. That would fit Matthew. Fighting a fight, because punches and kicks. Like, realistically, he's the only character I can feel like it would be better to mod Matthew on top of. Because the other characters we have, like, more human characters, we have, like, a sword fighter. He doesn't really use gadgets or tools, so Batman or Joker wouldn't really make sense. Or for even Bugs Bunny, who pulls out a lot of stuff. Or Marvin, etc. Taz. To be honest, a Marcus skin on Taz would be very funny. Can you imagine my little dragon guy just eating people? Ah, that'd be so fun. And just a line art. Have to do that. Linear layers, folks. It's always important. Shadow Whisperer cast question. Are they a cat or a dog person? Max has a pet dog, so he's a dog person. Miles dog. Layla cat. TG probably cat. No, to be honest, TG would probably be both. She would love both of them. Matthew also has a pet cat named George. I can't forget George's cat. Max a dog? Yes, he does! I've been meaning to draw him. I got the idea because of Fancy's what's it called? Fancy's little shadow comics, because he drew a picture of a little little dog in Max's room. Since that comic, it's been an idea on my mind. I'm surprised I never told you this. Fancy shadow comic thing. It's been the idea ever since. But like, honestly, the fact that I'm only bringing this up now, and the fact that I realized I have very little to really actually show for him, aside from just the general idea that he has a dog, shows me I got a lot to work on still, because of like world building and stuff, and just think of like general parts of the characters' lives. Because like you remember that TG has a little brother, right? I've at least said that much, right? Yeah, TG's not an only child. Okay, I've at least established that much. She has a little brother, yes. I was never really sure what kind of name to give him. I'm kind of leaning on James. I feel like that's a bit too normal for TG family. Like one joke I had was one joke I had was like TG just being super weird, and her family was just bland as milk toast cookie cutter blandness everything. Yeah, JG. I want actually CG. I can probably give him like a C name in hindsight. That'd be also a fun thing, like CG. Clark? Yeah, Clark. Maybe Clark. Yeah. Clark Gensey. I got to design him tomorrow then. I'll do that after work. Alright then, we have an idea for Clark. Anyways. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's all I have in me for tonight to do. But in hindsight, we actually did a lot. One, we managed to get the idea of the cereal boxes. He goes by that because he admires her. Whoa, 100%. He's probably a kid a few words, a kid a few words. But he does probably really like his big sister. He's probably gonna be one of those kids who like stays glued to like a game console. That gives me an idea to like make a parody of the Nintendo Switch. So that'll be fun. Like he plays Smash Bros or something. Watch Oswald be a character in like the fake Smash Bros in universe. Let Oswald be basically this universe's equivalent of Mario. Of Mario, he has like an animated movie. He has an old cartoon that people unironically love and ironically love at the same time. He's a video game character. Oh my god, I'm a genius. Oswald is this universe's Mickey Mouse. Oswald is a hidden BBEG the whole time. Matt is holding out on us. I want to live here. Oh god. Big bad evil guy. Oh come on, Oswald's fine. I'll see in terms of like big bad in the Shadow Whisper. Currently, all I really have that like drawn and I've shown to you all that I'm comfortable with sharing for now, like story wise. I told a bit more with Jesse because he mentioned a few story stuff. Like in terms of like story stuff that I'm 100% comfortable just sharing out there, really for now is just Pepper and I guess her daughter Veronica. But mostly Pepper, like in terms of like big bad evil, the big bad evil, like the boss of season 1 essentially, the main antagonist. Probably be Pepper at the moment. I have I've already been conceptualizing some ideas for like the season 2 villains because I plan on being a small team of villains basically that go around. Kind of like how in the current Pokemon season, it's this team of the explorers with sure Matt, sure. Oh god, now Cass has a fan theory now. Oh my god. Now I have to include Oswald in every issue. He's always there, watching, foreshadowing. And when someone tries to make a convoluted theory how Oswald is secretly the main villain, it ends up being it's a red herring. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. On an aside, I actually do want to do a bit more of Clyde too, my little chameleon guy. I did update his design a bit, and I finally got something I really liked. Where is he? Clyde, where you at? I updated his design again from when I drew it. I rounded him out a little bit because he was way too sharp before. So I rounded him out, both his smile and his little frills. My pal Noe made a very fun version of him that only had like 5 of these things. I'm kind of debating trying to see if that looks good too. Like Noe's take on his design was really fun. Noe's really good at playing with shapes, so I really liked it. So I'm gonna see if touch him a bit more. I also curious about this guy because while the Shadow Whisper is happening, his story is happening right alongside it. Basically, like his whole shtick is that that Menagerie Shelter, which is Pepper's organization, currently, like, their small branch really only has her and one other big scientist. That scientist happens to be a large sentient steampunk bird creature named Orson. Edgar. Orson. Where'd I get Orson from? Edgar, yeah. I'm sorry, I've had Pac-Man on the brain too lately. No, don't ask. But yeah, Edgar. And quite honestly, whenever Edgar's on screen, I planned on shooting this like it's a horror movie. Like Edgar is basically the equivalent of a calm, collected slasher villain, essentially. Yeah, the burb. Jesse's the one who designed him even too. I got him as an adopt. I've been really meaning to do more with him. I've drawn him once, but it was basically just me redrawing her piece, which it was not a very good thing. I'm 100% more confident I can do something better this time around. I gotta draw him later too. Yeah, so much to do, solo time. I think the next immediate thing I'll draw for myself though is probably just a piece of art I've been doing for a friend of mine. There's a cute little thing I did of Max and a friend of mine's OC. This is a fun one. I've been kind of struggling with this piece for a while now, but I'm really happy with how it's coming out. So yeah, I'd say that's all for today then. Yeah, it was a good one. Apologies if it was a bit low energy and at the start. Apologies if it got a bit rambly later. Yeah, I figure like one thing about Max is that the thing about Max is that isn't that he's like has no emotion, is that he's not used to any of this, essentially. He's not used to girls, he's not used to having friends, he's not used to any of all this stuff. He's not even really used to someone asking stuff about asking him this kind of stuff. Or even confronting about questions about Leo. So his user response is just kind of apathetic. Now, if it's put directly into his face, quite literally this time around, yeah, he's gonna react kind of poorly. Like, that's all Max's whole shtick. Isn't the fact that he doesn't have emotion, is that he's not used to these emotions. But yeah. Alright then. I guess we'll call it night then. It was a pleasure to entertain you all. Once again, I hope you all enjoyed it. It was kind of ups and downs today, kind of a slow start, but we managed to bring it back here at the end. Thanks for watching, everyone. It was a pleasure to have you all here, and I will see you all next time. And remember to always be cool and be creative.